On 19th of October, RBI Grade B Phase 2 exam happened. And in one of our videos, we have already talked about that what type of questions were asked in the examination and what was the difficulty level of the examination. Now in this video, we are going to talk about the different type of sources from which the questions in the RBI Grade B descriptive paper were derived. And this session is going to be helpful for you because it is going to make you understand regarding the do's and don'ts with respect to your preparation. So without wasting any time, let us begin with the session. So the first question is with respect to discuss the challenges of youth employment in India and suggest possible solutions. And this question was asked as a 15 marker question. Now, to many of you, this question would be static in nature, which is true. If you see the language of the question, it sounds very much static. But if you talk about the context of this question, that why this question was asked, then the context is totally dynamic in nature. It is directly linked to current affair. And what is the reasoning behind it? Basically, in the March 2024, this important report was released, which is basically India Employment Report 2024. And this report talked about the youth employment, education and skills. And this portion was very specifically covered in the different newspaper, different news articles. You can see in the Live Mint, 83% of the jobless youth are Indians, and it talked about this point. Then in the Indian Express also, you can see that unemployment is India's biggest challenge. So what is the key learning from this whole question? The key learning for the future is that you should focus on such kind of sector specific reports, not all the reports, but only those sector specific reports, only those sectors that align with your syllabus. For example, it can be the skills, it can be the MSMEs, it can be the employment, all such kind of things. Fine, not all the reports, only those reports that are very much highlighted in the newspaper. So this report, many articles were written on it. If you read any kind of newspaper, this report was covered as a part of it. So that is why this question was asked. And if you see our YouTube sessions, you can go and watch this video, day 85. Here we had covered this as a part of this session in the video of India Employment Report, where we talked about the youth employment challenges and the different kind of reasons behind it. Fine. So now let us move on to the next question. The next question was discuss the five key digital initiatives introduced in the union budget and the potential impact on India's digital economy. Now, if you see this question is straight away asked from the budget. If you know the answer, then you know. If you don't know, you have to skip it because it was asked very specifically from the union budget. So what is the key learning that you can take? That yes, union budget is very important for your exam. I will show you another question that was asked in context of the union budget. So you must cover budget for this examination, and whatever other umbrella schemes are there or the big initiatives are there that are very much important and are covered in the news in a holistic manner, you should prepare some, I would say, one page note on such type of initiatives. Fine, you must have at least basic information so that you are in a position to answer something, to write something in the examination. Fine. So budget, I would say, the second thing that I would like you to focus upon in the future course of your preparation. Now the second question, which is a sub part of this question only, examine the transformational journey of Digital India initiative. Now let us see what was the rationale of asking this question. Why the RBI has asked this question in the examination. So the rationale is that on July 1st, 2024, Digital India initiative has completed it 9 years. So it was a ninth anniversary of Digital India initiative, and that was the reason this question was framed. Fine. So for example, you must have seen that one of the questions that I remember I covered in Perspective 360 was with respect to the 90th anniversary of RBI. Fine. So अगर ऐसी कोई anniversary होती है, 50 years हो गए, 100 years हो गए, Mr. Modi has gone and he has done some kind of inauguration with respect to it. It is highlighted as a part of the news. So you must cover such kind of initiative. So at least you must have some kind of basic understanding with respect to that issue. So this is the learning that you can take from it. Apart from that, even if let us say you are not aware about it, fine. So what is the secondary context of this question? The secondary context of this question is that this ninth anniversary was also covered as a part of report on currency and finance. And now if few of you are thinking that why I should cover this report, then let me tell you that this report has been very specifically mentioned as a part of your syllabus, and whatever reports are mentioned as a part of your syllabus, you must cover it at any cost. Fine. So if you remember, those of you who are following our YouTube initiative, so here if we have covered this report on currency and finance, and this is the question we have discussed on day 128. In the light of report on Currency and Finance released by RBI discussed the role of digitalization in transforming the Indian economy over the past decade, which is the past 10 years. And what is the question that was asked? The same question was asked, that they explain the transformational journey of the Digital India Initiative. How we were able to predict this type of question? Because of this report only, which is the report on Currency and Finance, very specifically mentioned in the question. If I remember the paper of 2023 also, there also they had asked the question with respect to climate change, because the theme of this same report on Currency and Finance, was with respect to climate change. So you must cover the reports that are mentioned at the past part of the syllabus, and this is something I would say was the source of this question. Fine. Now let us move on to the next one. So the next one is, rural India needs to give priority to women-led development, discuss. Now this is a type of question, even if you have not prepared any kind of specific source, then also you should be in a position to answer it. But since we are talking about the source from where this question, there is a high probability that from where the question could be derived. So the answer is the economic survey. If you talk about economic survey, in the economic survey chapter number, this chapter, social sector benefits that empowers. In this chapter, it very specifically talked about the social and economic empowerment of women. And if you are somebody who has taken this economic survey in a serious manner, then you must have covered these aspects of the document. Fine. And why should you should cover this document? This document is also very specifically mentioned as a part of your syllabus. I will show you the syllabus also at the end of the session, whatever reports, whatever documents have been mentioned as a part of it. So economic survey has also been mentioned, and you can see a question has been asked from it. Fine. So that can be the source with respect to this question. Now if you see in the on the day 134 of Perspective 360 degree on YouTube, we had covered this as a part of the session under the economic survey only, where I covered the economic survey in multiple sessions. So India's women-led development, I had framed this question and this whole content from this article only, from this economic survey document only. Fine. So that is the idea. The next is, let's question is, explain the objectives and significance of National Industrial Corridor Development Program in boosting India's industrial growth and infrastructure development. This question was asked as a 10-marker question. Now when we talk about this question, what was the context of it? Again, the context of this question was the budget 2024 to 2025. Fine. So in the budget, this is the speech of Honorable Finance Minister. So in the speech, she had talked about that 12 industrial parks under the National Industrial Corridor Development Program will be sanctioned. And very recently, just 2 months ago, in the month of September, this project was sanctioned. Some kind of funding was given with respect to this project, and the question was framed as a part of it. So you can see the importance of the budget, and that is why I am again and again emphasizing that you must cover the important schemes, umbrella schemes that have been mentioned as a part of the budget, and the important initiatives of the government. Fine, that have been highlighted very much in the news. You must cover it as a part of it. Fine, so this is the importance of budget. You can see straight away 2 questions have been asked from the budget only. Fine. Now let us talk about the next one. The next is, examine the pros and cons of implementing artificial intelligence in the banking sector, which was asked as a 15-marker question. Now what is the context of this question? Now the context of the question, this will be a great learning experience for you, because many of us tend to ignore this thing. The source from which this question is asked is the speech and the media interaction from the RBI website. On the RBI website, in the RBI bulletin, or in the speech and media interaction, basically firstly it was published in speech and media interaction page, where the deputy governor gave a speech regarding the innovation in banking, the emergence role of technology and AI. After that, the summary of this was published in the report RBI bulletin on 18 January 2024. Fine. And straight away a question was asked as a part of it. Now you would be thinking that how would I know that I had to cover this RBI bulletin? Now again, the answer lies in the syllabus. In the syllabus, I will show you where it is written. In the syllabus, it is very specifically mentioned that you have to cover the RBI bulletin as a part of your preparation. And if you have covered it in a specific manner, then you should have been in the position to answer this question. Fine. अब ऐसा भी नहीं है कि सारी की सारी जो बुलेटिन आती हैं वो सबके सब इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, ऐसा भी नहीं है. जो बुलेटिन जो आपको लगता है कि मेरे सिलेबस के साथ अलाइन कर रही है, दिस इज समथिंग दैट इज मेकिंग सेंस विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द सिलेबस, देन you should definitely cover it. Apart from that, if you think that there is some kind of other information that is not useful for the exam, you can safely skip it. Fine. So this is the source of the information, and I hope it would be a great learning experience for you, because from now onwards, for the next year, you I expect all of you to prepare the RBI bulletin, this source also, and I'm also going to cover it as a part of my Perspective 360 degree on YouTube, because this source is also very important. Now the next question. Explain the pros and cons of implementing art. Oh, sorry, this question we have already covered. Sorry for the repetition of slide. Um, okay, wait. Okay, sorry, there is some typo. Basically, the question was related to not artificial intelligence, but regarding the AT1 bonds. Fine. Additional tier 1 bonds. I forgot to edit the slide, but I will change it when we will upload the PPT on the Telegram channel. So basically the question was asked with respect to the additional tier 1 bonds, and I hope you are already aware about the question, because whatever questions were asked we have already discussed in our one of our previous videos. So what was the source of this question? Basically, with respect to additional tier 1 bonds, the question was asked as a part of your finance descriptive paper. Fine, finance and management descriptive paper. So let us see the source of this question. So source is with respect to the article that was published in the Economic Times. So in the Economic Times there was a article that in the explained section there was an article with respect to this additional tier 1 bonds. And what was the context of this news? The news was with respect to the SEBI. So SEBI has given some kind of regulatory norms with respect to mutual funds to value the AT1 bonds. Fine. So keeping in mind, and also there was some news with respect to yes banks, and also RBI had taken some kind of I would say borrowings through the AT1 bonds. So keeping these different kind of factors in mind, this was an article that was published as a part of Economic Times, and the question was asked as a part of this topic. Fine. The next question is with respect to what is the difference between value investing and growth investing, and this question was asked as a part of 10 marker. Now what was the source of this question? The source of this question was again mentioned in the Economic Times only. In the Economic Times, very specifically, the article was mentioned on September 30th 2024. Fine. And what was the context of the article? The article gave the comparison between the growth and the value investing, and basically because in the 2023 and early 2024, growth stocks significantly outperformed as compared to the value stocks. And it was there in the news. Many financial analysts, they have given their understanding in different newspaper editorials, but Economic Times had covered it in a very specific manner. So I would say this was the context with respect to this question. Fine, though the question sounds very much static in nature, it is static, but the context is attached to the current affairs. Fine. So I hope it is clear to you. Now I hope this session was helpful for you, but before ending this session, let us just go through the key learnings that you can keep in your mind while preparing for the next year. Now the key learning, when we talk about the key learning, the first and foremost thing is the importance of syllabus. If you're somebody who has followed the syllabus in a holistic manner, if you are trying to cover each and every keyword that is mentioned as a part of your syllabus, then let me tell you that you are walking on a right track. Fine, because if you talk about the syllabus, see what the syllabus talk about. Financial newspapers. Fine. Then if you talk about syllabus, okay, let us leave financial newspapers for now, because I would say it becomes even if you are following one financial newspaper, it is perfectly fine, because this term is very much broad, that what type of financial newspaper you have to follow, all such kind of things. But if you want to follow, you can follow either Live Mint. Fine, it because it publishes a lot of finance related news, and apart from that you can follow the Economic Times, any one of them, not both of them. Fine. Now the second thing is that you can see here the RBI bulletins is mentioned, and you can see the question that was asked regarding the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, the question was asked from the RBI bulletin only. Fine. So this is very specifically mentioned as the part of your report. Sorry, the part of your syllabus. The next thing, very important, is the reports that have been mentioned in your syllabus. These are the reports that you should prepare on a priority basis. On a priority basis. At any point of time you have to cover this report, because a question can be asked in the examination. For example, the World Development Report, then the Economic Survey of India, RBI annual report, report on trend and progress of banking in India, report on currency and finance, and then the IMF World Economic Outlook. Fine, these are the reports that you have to prepare at any cost. Apart from that, what you can prepare the sector specific reports. Only those sector specific reports that are aligning with your syllabus and are very much highlighted in the newspapers. For example, the India Employment Report could be one of them. There are other reports also that we keep on discussing on our YouTube platform under Perspective 360. We keep on discussing those reports also, but this is the idea regarding the coverage. Fine. Apart from that, material source from RBI and BIS website. So basically it is talking about the media interactions, the bulletin, all such kind of things only. And we keep on covering these things on our YouTube channel again. Now the next thing, other type of documents that you need to cover. So the budget is a very important document. You must cover it for the next year also, because the question can be asked from it, and I've told you that how you can cover this budget. Fine. Then specific sector specific reports, I've already told you. Then the explained section in newspapers. Fine. Now no matter what newspaper you are following, if you're following the Hindu newspaper, fine, so there is a section called text and context. There is a page of text and context. You can see it in the Hindu newspaper. Very helpful page. If you don't follow the Hindu, if you read the Indian Express, there is a page called explained page that you can follow, and that discusses I would say one topic, and that one topic, that if it aligns with your syllabus, if you find it important, you can go for it. Fine. Apart from that, any I mean, among these two newspaper, you can just follow one newspaper. Then apart from that, you must follow a financial newspapers. I would say Economic Times you can follow, but not whole Economic Times. Try to do your work on a priority basis. If you have time, go for it, follow it, follow the whole newspaper. But apart from that, what you can do, you can read the explained section of the Economic Times. You can just go to their website, or if you have any subscription, that is also good. So you just read the explained section, because usually whatever information that they put with respect to this explained section, that is very much useful for the examination. Fine. So that is it from my side, and I hope the session was helpful for you. We will keep on bringing such session, and thank you so much, and all the best. And if you need something else also from EduTap or from my side, you can write it in the comment box. We will bring that for you. Fine. So thank you so much, and all the best.